Deep in the big blue sea lived Wally, a round-bellied, swish-tailed whale who loved playing with his friends in the colorful coral gardens. Wally's world was full of laughter, with friends like Speedy Finny the fish, Wise Shelly the sea turtle, and the glowing jellyfish brothers, Jiggle and Joggle. They played hide-and-seek among the kelp, with Wally pretending to be a big blue rock. Every morning, they met at the sunny shell spot to choose a new game: races, bubble bouncing, seaweed tag. The ocean was their playground and every day was an adventure. But Wally had a little problem. He didn't use his words. When he was happy, he swished his tail. When sad, he groaned. When he wanted to play, he nudged his friends. Sometimes, his friends understood, but often, not using words led to confusing muddles. Wally wished he knew how to fix it. One sunny morning, Wally woke up hungry, his tummy rumbling like thunder. At the sunny shell spot, he nudged Finny, hoping he'd understand he wanted breakfast. But Finny thought it was a new game and nudged him back, giggling. Jiggle and Joggle joined in, turning it into bumper wails. Wally's rumbling tummy was mistaken for funny game sounds. Frustrated, Wally groaned and nudged harder, but his friends just played along. He let out a sad sigh, wishing they'd understand he was hungry, not playful. His friends, thinking it was all a game, kept bumping and giggling. Wally turned away, his tummy still rumbling and his heart heavy. He swam off, leaving his friends confused about why the game had stopped. They didn't realize Wally just wanted breakfast, all because he didn't use his words. Wally hid behind a gloomy sea cave, feeling sad and misunderstood. He'd tried nudging, groaning, even pointing at his tummy, but his friends hadn't understood. Meanwhile, Finny, Jiggle, and Joggle wondered why Wally had left. Did his tummy hurt from the game? They guessed, worried. They searched the coral gardens, calling for Wally. Finally, they found him by the cave, looking miserable. "What's wrong, Wally?" Finny asked gently. Wally groaned and pointed at his tummy, but his friend still didn't get it. "Does your tummy hurt?" Jiggle asked. Wally shook his head, more frustrated than ever. He wanted to shout, but the words just wouldn't come. The muddle felt bigger than ever. Wally wished he could explain. Just then, Shelly the sea turtle arrived, her sea glass spectacles glinting in the sunlight that danced through the water. Shelly was known for her gentle wisdom and her knack for helping friends solve tricky problems. She always seemed to know just what to say, and her calm presence made everyone feel a little better. She noticed the confusion swirling around her friends and gave Wally's fin a gentle, reassuring pat, hoping to comfort him. "What's the trouble, Wally?" she asked kindly, her voice as soft as a sea breeze. She looked at him with caring eyes, inviting him to share what was on his mind. Wally tried to speak, but only a low, sad groan came out. He looked down, feeling embarrassed and unsure of how to explain. Shelly turned to the others, her flippers open in a gentle gesture. "What do you think is wrong?" she asked, inviting everyone to help. Finny the dolphin piped up. He started a bumping game, then got sad and left. "We're not sure what happened, but he seemed upset." The group of friends looked at each other worried. "We think his tummy hurts," one of the little fish added, their faces full of concern. Shelly smiled gently. "Sometimes a nudge means let's play, but sometimes it means something else," she explained, reminding everyone that feelings can be complicated. She turned back to Wally and asked softly, "Did you want to play a bumping game, or did you want something different?" Wally shook his head slowly. "No," he whispered, his voice barely a bubble in the water. Shelly nodded in understanding. "See? Your friends can't read your mind, Wally. They want to help, but they need you to tell them how you feel. They love you, but they need you to use your words," she continued. Wally listened closely, realizing his friends really did care. If you want something, or if something's wrong, just tell them. "It's okay to speak up," Shelly encouraged, her voice warm and friendly. "It stops muddles before they start," Shelly said, giving everyone a wise smile. That way, everyone can understand each other better. Wally realized maybe using his words wasn't so scary after all. He felt a little braver, knowing his friends wanted to listen. His friends waited patiently, their eyes full of hope, encouraging him to try. Wally took a deep breath, feeling the support of his friends all around him, ready to finally share how he felt. Wally looked at his friends and remembered Shelly's advice. He took a deep breath, feeling a flutter of nerves in his tummy, but also a spark of hope. Shelley had told him that using his words could help others understand him, and now was his chance to try. He opened his mouth and said, "I am hungry." His voice was a little shaky at first, but he spoke clearly so everyone could hear. "My tummy was rumbling because I wanted breakfast," he added, pointing to the krill fields nearby. Wally hoped his friends would finally understand why he hadn't wanted to play earlier. Understanding dawned on his friends. Their eyes widened as they realized what Wally had been trying to tell them all along. "You were hungry, not playful," Finny chirped, swimming closer with a big smile. He felt relieved to finally know what was wrong. "Your tummy was making hungry noises," Jiggle and Joggle giggled, their tentacles wiggling with laughter. They thought it was funny, now that they understood. Wally smiled, feeling relief and happiness wash over him. It felt good to be understood. "We're sorry, Wally. Let's find breakfast." His friends cheered, eager to help their friend feel better. Together, they swam to the krill fields, where Wally enjoyed the best breakfast ever. The krill tasted extra delicious because he was surrounded by friends who cared. His tummy felt warm and full, and his friends finally understood him. Wally realized that sharing his feelings made everything better. After breakfast, Wally said, "Thank you." He was grateful for his friend's kindness and for Shelley's wise advice. His friends beamed. "You're welcome, Wally," they replied, happy to see their friend smiling again. Wally grinned. "Now I want to play." He felt lighter and more excited than ever before. "What shall we play?" asked Finny. "Hide and seek," Wally declared, his eyes sparkling with joy. Using his words wasn't scary, it made everything better. Wally felt braver and more confident than ever before. The friends laughed and played, happier than ever. The ocean echoed with their giggles and cheers as they swam and hid among the coral. Wally felt proud for speaking up, knowing that his words had brought everyone closer together. That afternoon, the friends played seaweed tag in the kelp forest. Wally tried to hide, but got his tail tangled in thick seaweed. At first, he struggled and groaned, but the knot only tightened. Panic bubbled up. He was stuck. His friends hadn't noticed. They thought he was still playing. Wally remembered Shelley's advice. He took a deep breath and shouted, "Help! I am stuck!" Finny, Jiggle, and Joggle rushed over, realizing this was no game. "Don't worry, Wally, we're here," they said. Working together, they nipped and pushed the seaweed until Wally was free. Wally stayed still, letting his friends help. Because he used his words, they knew exactly what to do. Wally was grateful for his friends, and for speaking up. No more muddles, just teamwork. With a final swoosh, Wally was free. He burst out of the seaweed with a big sparkling splash, feeling lighter than ever before. The sunlight danced on his shiny blue back as he soared through the water, his heart full of excitement and relief. He did a joyful flip and thanked his friends. "Thank you for helping me. You're the best friends a whale could have." His voice echoed through the water, and all his friends gathered around, clapping their fins and cheering for Wally. "We'll always help you, Wally," said Finny, swimming in happy circles. The other sea creatures nodded, their faces beaming with pride and joy. Shelley smiled. "Your words are wonderful, Wally. They're like a magic key." She floated closer and added, "When you use your words, you open doors to friendship and understanding." Wally thought about his day. When he didn't use his words, he felt sad and confused. It was like being lost in a foggy sea, not sure which way to swim or how to ask for help. But when he did, everything was better. The world seemed brighter, and his friends understood him right away. From then on, Wally loved using his words. He said, "Good morning," with a cheerful grin every day, making everyone around him smile. He told his friends, "I'm hungry," or "Let's play," whenever he needed something or wanted to have fun. And even, "I feel sad," when he needed comfort, knowing his friends would listen and care. His friends always listened and understood, making Wally feel safe and loved, no matter what he was feeling inside. There were no more muddles, just fun, games, and happy times. The ocean was filled with laughter and playful splashes. Using his words made Wally feel closer to his friends than ever. He realized that sharing his thoughts and feelings brought everyone together. Deep in the big blue sea, Wally swam with a full heart and tummy, feeling proud of himself for being brave and honest. He'd learned, whether you're big or small, young or old, every creature's words matter. Using your words is the best way to share what's inside, to let others know how you feel, and to build strong friendships. And that, Wally decided with a happy swish of his tail, was truly wonderful. He couldn't wait for all the new adventures his words would bring.